Welcome to Ukraine Today. We're in Warsaw, joined by the energy analyst of the Jagiellonian Institute, Wojciech Jakobik. Mr. Jakobik, thank you a lot for joining us.
Thank you.
Ukraine has stopped buying Russian gas for the needs of Ukrainian consumers, replacing it with a European fuel. Gazprom immediately announced that this refusal posed a serious risk to the reliable transit to Europe. Is this Russian propaganda again? Is it efficient?
This is an obvious example of Russian propaganda because stopping gas deliveries to Ukraine is nothing like stopping gas deliveries to European Union customers. Ukraine decided to stop imports from Gazprom and is maneuvering inside the deal called the winter package. Everything is going according to the law. If Ukraine is not wanting Russian gas, it is not paying for it and is not getting any. So everything is going by the procedures which were agreed between Ukraine, Russia and European Union. But what Gazprom and Russia wants to acquire is to show some danger connected with gas transit through Ukraine, because Russian strategic goal seems to be quitting Ukrainian gas transit to undermine the economic stability of your country and to be independent from Ukrainian gas transit system, to have better leverage over Kyiv. So this propaganda is aimed at creating the feeling of danger in Western Europe, which is unfortunately potent, which is going after such propaganda, because there is a high temptation in Western Europe especially to treat Ukraine like some South Sudan or other fallen state, which needs to be taken care of, which needs to be negotiated over, not with. So Gazprom showing that Ukraine is not a stable gas partner is another step in promoting the alternative routes, which are not supported by the European Commission because of the support for Ukraine.
Nord Stream 2 is a part of this Russian intention to present Ukraine as unreliable transit partner.
Nord Stream 2 is a way of quitting Ukraine as a gas transit country, of depriving it of transit fees, so in that way undermining the economy of your country. So this goal is not supported by the European Union. But Gazprom tries to show that there is a need for Nord Stream 2 because Ukraine is not stable. Let's transit gas through Baltic without any intermediate that would be safe for you. And there are people in Germany, in United Kingdom, in France who support that, especially the companies involved in Nord Stream 2 project.
The European Commission published a report expressing doubts about the construction of Nord Stream 2 and refused in financing it. Is it a time to shelve this project?
Not yet. The game is still on. It's not only about the financing, because the companies involved in Nord Stream project didn't ever want any financial aid from European Union. They wanted the privileges for the pipeline and connected to it, an infrastructure which is connected to it, like Opal pipeline. There is a huge amount of anti-monopoly laws in European Union, which are enshrined in third energy package, which, by the way, Ukraine is transposing to its law. So those anti-monopoly laws make the Nord Stream 2 not impossible, but unfeasible in an economic way. That is why EC didn't block South Stream, but made it unfeasible in economic way. So that's the second fight for Nord Stream 2. If we will give some privileges, some exemptions for Gazprom in Europe, will we support the status quo in Central and Eastern Europe where Gazprom is dominating, or will we follow the changes we wanted, we agreed upon in European energy strategy, agreed with European Commission, European Parliament and European Council? which agreed to decrease the dependence on Russian gas. But now there are some people in Germany, there are some people in United Kingdom that say, okay, we need the security of supply. We need to use Nord Stream 2 to decrease the risk of gas war in Ukraine and stopping the gas transit to Europe. But our first goal is to be less dependent on Russian gas. And Nord Stream 2 is all about increasing the gas imports from Russia to European Union, so it's contradictory.
Is this project Nord Stream 2 really important and necessary for Europe? Because a lot of LNG terminals and gas interconnectors are constructed in Europe to avoid this Russian gas monopoly.
Nord Stream is not useful for European Union because the existing infrastructure between the EU and Russia, most of it going through Ukraine, is feasible, it's stable, and it appears it will be more stable because EU countries, even Germany and Poland, invest into stabilizing Ukrainian gas transit system. Our experts help to reinvent the law. Our politicians are supporting stabilization in Ukraine, and our lawyers are helping to create new law for the gas system. So that's the investment we want to continue. And if we agree on another pipeline giving an overcapacity, so extra capacity we don't need, there would be an act of schizophrenia in our works, because on one hand we support the stable Ukraine, and on the other we support it with a lot of money. We support decreasing the Ukraine stabilization. So we need to choose, and it appears that Brussels understands that, and it shows that there won't be any concessions for Nord Stream 2. But like I said, the game is still on, and there is a lobbying going on. The different interests are interacting. It's not only about Russia and gas from Russia. There are many big interests involved in it, and we'll see about the result. Countries like Poland, like Baltic states, and other countries endangered by Nord Stream 2 won't ever agree for any support for such infrastructure.
What is the reason of such strong support of Nord Stream 2?
The business lobby in these countries is really strong, and it supports business as usual with Russia, because they want to make money, and they look on the short-term goals, like getting money from cheap Russian gas. We will have more money in the pocket because we will buy more and more cheaper Russian gas. But they don't look at the long-term energy strategy of European Commission, which is strictly after decreasing the dependence on Russian gas. So those lobbyists need to understand that we have some new regulations, new initiatives like Energy Union, which makes the companies follow the national goals. And this fight won't be over today, next month, or in a year. It will last. So the pressure will be constant, and the counter-reaction, the statements of people who explain how Nord Stream 2 is undermining the EU energy security is so important.
Poland is in the past to get rid of Russian gas dependence due to the ongoing launch of the Świnoujście LNG terminal in northern Poland. Will this project able to solve Poland's problem of the diversification of energy sources?
Yes, for Poland, LNG terminal in Świnoujście is the only route totally independent from external factors, not mentioning some sea blockade in Danish straits, but it's a theoretical possibility. But in gas sector, LNG terminal in Świnoujście is like a window for Poles to get gas from wherever we want. And we get gas from Trinidad and Tobago, from Qatar, from US. The big amount of American LNG is going to come to Europe. It will start coming in 2016, the year we finally open LNG terminal in Świnoujście. This is a big chance of changing the model of imports to Poland, because now we are mainly dependent on Russian gas. We import like 2/3 of gas we use from Russia. And that should change because it's a relic of other epoch. Now we can choose other directions. We can get gas from wherever we want, with the price we choose, on the base we agree upon. So LNG terminal will allow Poland to decrease the imports from Russia when in 2022 the gas deal with Russia, which we have on present time, will be finished.
Mr. Jakobik, thank you a lot for joining us.
Thank you.
I'm Margarita Sytnik, together with Wojciech Jakobik, the energy analyst of the Jagiellonian Institute from Warsaw.